Well, we've been wanting to let Russ cook all season, Rod, but I didn't think he was going to burn down the damn kitchen on Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. What's cooking with you, my friend? How are you?
I'm trying to process what I saw Sunday, as I know you are, as I know even Coach Pete Carroll was trying to process, because he really couldn't believe what he saw. If somebody had told me, Jeff Young, that we were going to sack Josh Allen 7 times and he was going to still throw for over 400 yards and we were going to just get picked apart. And by the way, that they were going to rush for less than 40 yards. If you had told me their rushing stats for the game, coupled with our sack totals for the game, I would have just assumed that this was a Seahawk win. But you know what was interesting? And I have to give mad props to the Buffalo Bills, who ambushed our Seahawks. They ambushed them. I mean, there's no question, from the opening kickoff, which was returned over midfield.
Right.
And we didn't even look like we were awake, man. I mean, that was one of those weird, like 10 a.m. starts for us, where it looked like it was 10 a.m. for them. And I want to say, okay, fire Ken Norton. I want to say blame the defense. But we also both know that a whole lot of the blame for this loss is the man who set the kitchen and perhaps half of the house on fire with 4 turnovers. Okay, and we know he's pressing. We know he's trying too hard. We know we need Carson back. There's no question about that. But I must say, first and foremost, I was very impressed with one Carlos Dunbar. Okay.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Dunlap. I should say Dunbar is unfortunately,
he's hobbled.
Our weak link in the secondary because his knee is not right. Okay, on the back end of things there. Okay, we're getting plenty of pressure up front on the quarterback. Right. We just got to figure out what to do on the back end of things.
Well, listen,
here's the question.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say, before we get onto the defense, because actually, in spite of that performance, that's where the good highlights are for those of us who've been starving to see some sacks. Like you said, 7 sacks. But here's where I sit after this debacle of a game. I have a feeling that everything is going our way this season. We put up just a horrendous game, and yet everybody in the NFC West lost Sunday. So we didn't lose any ground in the standings. Cardinals went down, Niners went down, Rams are on a bye. We've got them coming up. But here is what all Seahawk fans need to just keep in mind. We committed 4 turnovers. I should say Russ committed 4 turnovers.
Come on, man.
And we turned the ball over in the red zone. He threw an interception in the end zone. We're missing our two of our starting quarterbacks. We're missing our 2 starting running backs. And we only lost by 10 on the road to a team that leads their division. And I might add, you had mentioned it, this was as far as you can go to play an NFL game on the road, 10 a.m. I'm willing to give them a pass. We're still in first place, and we had every chance to win this game. Russ was just, maybe he did too much cooking or maybe too much celebrating on election night. I don't know.
I don't know what was happening. Well, he couldn't celebrate until Saturday, like the rest of us. But my point is
the night before the game.
Yeah, right before the game. But we both know that he has tried so hard to will this team to every win. Okay. The defense, which has not coalesced yet, and I was looking forward to watching them play. And like you said, man, we've been starving for sacks. We finally got some sacks. We've got some people on that defensive front 7 that can put some pressure on the quarterback. Now it's up to Ken Norton to figure out exactly how he's going to use Dunlap, how he's going to use Jamal, really how he's going to use Jamal. And unfortunately, man, we're down 7 points, and Ryan Neal makes a big sack. And what happens? They throw the flag on Jamal Adams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's the other thing we've got to realize, that this defense, man, Dunlap didn't even know half the players on his team yet. He's only been there a couple days. Jamal's been down for a month. I think Pete mentioned in the press conference the other day, we just got to be patient, give these guys a little time to play together. They haven't even been playing together as a unit because of the injuries and all the shortened training camp and all this stuff. So, yeah, as bad as, giving up all those yards, you know, Buffalo's got a pretty damn good defense, and they gave up almost 400 to Russ. He was like 398.
Yeah, I know.
But we did see signs that we're going to be able to get to the quarterback. And
there's no question. It's a matter of getting healthy with our back end defense. Yep. Okay.
And without a run game, without a run game, man, I mean, that's been our forte. So, you know, as soon as we get Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde back, I think the freight trade's back on the tracks. I'm not worried.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking about with all the talk about Russell Wilson being MVP? And then I heard some of the national pundits talking about whether or not Russell Wilson's stock had dropped.
On one game.
But you know what occurs to me, as everybody sits like we do, and just armchair quarterbacks these situations in these games. But what occurred to me as a diehard Seahawk fan, as I know you are, as I know people who watch Lockdown Sports are, because we talk a lot about the Seahawks. I would much rather see Russell Wilson lead this team to the Lombardi Trophy than to see him win the MVP this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sure
I'm good. I'm telling you right now, Jeff Young, I am so good with him not winning the MVP if we can win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay? Oh, yeah. I don't care about the MVP, man.
No.
I mean, we both know he's going to get votes anyway.
Right.
We also both know on the plus side of things, we got the Rams coming up on Sunday. But when have we seen him have two stinker games back to back? Doesn't happen.
No. So
okay. So that's a good sign. I don't have no idea what Chris Carson's health is, but let's hope he's ready to go.
They're working out this week. He and Hyde are both practicing lightly. And Pete said yesterday that Carson had been running, making cuts, and getting himself back ready to go. So there's some optimism there.
Okay, good, man, because on those third and ones, whoops.
Yeah.
That's not a problem if we've got number 32. That's not a problem.
It's not.
Okay? It's oh, man, it's so.
And everybody's going to have a bad game. You know, when we have a bad game, it's like I said, we only lost by 10 points. So it's not like we were blown out.
Well, and you know what? I want you to think about this. And Aaron Rodgers pointed this out. Remember when the Packers played a stinker of a game about 3 weeks ago, and Aaron Rodgers said that everybody, even the good teams, has a stinker of a game? All right?
Absolutely.
He mentioned that. Now, what we saw Sunday night was Tom Brady have a stinker of a game. And everybody's been touting the Bucs as the front runners in the NFC.
And throwing Brady's name back in the MVP race.
Oh, big time, big time. And by the way, how much of a difference did AB make? Other than just piling up more laundry for the poor woman who comes in and cleans Tom Brady's house to do. All right?
Someone forgot to give AB a playbook before that game.
Come on, man. Did you see that one route that brother ran?
Come on, man.
Oh, he just stopped on it.
Yeah, just, what happened? What happened? So everybody has played a stinker, even the great teams. And by the way, Pittsburgh, undefeated, much like us, has stumbled to that undefeated record. They have stumbled and bumbled. Even against the hapless Cowboys, they had to pull it out at the end.
Oh, boy, did they ever. And Big Ben's
bottom line is any given Sunday, Jeff Young, as we both know, any given Sunday.
And it's a long season. It's a long season still. But I like what you were saying about the pundits because I couldn't believe they were telling, well, there goes Russ's MVP campaign. But you know what? Aaron Rodgers was in the hunt. Tom Brady. They both had terrible games. So come on. Russ, he had a bad game because of the turnovers, but his stat line wasn't shabby at all, almost 400 and 2 more touchdowns. Plus, he ran one in. I mean, Brady, that was the worst game of his career. That guy didn't do anything. Oh, my God. So throw him out of the mix. Patrick Mahomes struggled through the first half of that game. For Kansas City, and they pulled it out, but, that by no means was, an MVP performance. So you know what? I dismiss this talk. It's a long season. Russ is still, as far as I'm concerned, the front runner for that MVP. And all he has to do is get cooking again against the Rams on Sunday, and we're back in the driver's seat.
Well, and I like the idea of him getting cooking again, but like I told you, I will trade that MVP trophy for that Lombardi Trophy every day, because we both know he's going to get votes.
And so would Russ.
So would Russ.
You bet he would.
Come on, man. He's never gotten a vote before, but he will get some votes this year. Whether he wins or not doesn't matter. The trophy that I'm looking for, that you're looking for, that all Seahawks fans are looking for, has Lombardi's name on it.
Absolutely. So I saw, read a few things. Some of the pundits are now saying that the Carlos Dunlap pickup might have been the best trade of the current season. And you look at his results immediately, first game, and he'd really only been with the Seahawks in the facility, I think like 3 days.
Yeah.
Pete said he didn't even have time to learn the plays, but man, was he had a big debut. 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits, and 3 tackles for a loss.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then you had Jaron Reed. Look at Jaron Reed raised, that he's coming back. That's the Jaron Reed we remember. 2.5 sacks.
Yep.
And then, of course, Jamal, first game back after being off for a month, gets 1.5 sacks, 3 quarterback hits.
Yeah.
I think we're right there. We're right there. We're 6-2. I think things are all right. This defense is only going to get better. And, hey, we're not going to be facing a team like Buffalo where we have to travel. It would have been closer to fly to Hawaii than to go to Buffalo, New York on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that 10 a.m. game finally caught up with us. But I'm not worried, man. We've got a chance for redemption against the Rams, and I think we're going to come out firing. We get our running game back. We're going to be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go get the Rams Sunday, and let's hope there's no COVID shuts down like with college ball right now.
Oh yeah.
Is this not crazy?
Let's talk about that in a second. But just to finish up, putting a ribbon on this Seahawks loss, and you don't usually put a ribbon on a loss, but man, there were a lot of good things to take away from this game. 7 sacks up until Week 9, we had a total of 9 for the whole team.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, we got 7. So, if that trends, we're going to be in great shape. Snacks is going to be activated against the Rams because we lost Brian Money with a high ankle sprain. And Pete had said, I think on Monday, they wanted to know when Snacks is coming back. Snacks Harrison, who we picked up in a trade, defensive lineman, run stuffer, likes to eat. Pete said, well, we're trying to figure out a place for him. Right now, the roster, we're in good shape. We're deep, but then Money's ankle looked to be worse than at first thought. So look for Snacks to be coming in against the Rams. I think it's great timing. Carson and Hyde could be back. It's going to be a hell of a game. I can't wait.
Yeah, me either. And I'm pretty sure that number 3 can't wait either.
Come on, man.
Oh,
he likes to get right back out there after he makes mistakes and has a bad game. He likes to get right back out.
And he always wins off a loss. So
that's what I mean.
Yeah. And you know what? We beat the Rams on Sunday. Boy, are we in the driver's seat now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, big time,
NFC
man.
West.
Yep.
So, you mentioned COVID. Holy crap, man. Right now, COVID looks to be taking down college football one team at a time, one conference at a time. Remember we talked about the SEC? Oh, my God, they are canceling games left and right. Alabama's got to shut it down. They've kind of canceled the LSU game. Doesn't look good for college ball right now, does it? Huskies had to cancel their first game against Cal.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are they going to be able to pull this out?
Which leaves them with 6 games, by the way. And it brings up the question of how is it possible that the Pac-12 can be relevant in the college football playoff race?
I don't think
with a grand total of 7 games that they might not even play. And already the Huskies are at 6 games.
I know. And let's be honest. Nobody forget the national championship this year. If they do it, it'll be with an asterisk. But come on. It just ain't happening. And this is just the beginning of the shutdown of college football, I'm afraid. Did you see, Notre Dame pulled the huge upset?
Get out of my brain.
And look at how many, they were 11,000 crammed together.
On the field.
In tickling distance of each other. You don't think there's going to be a COVID outbreak at Notre Dame campus in 2 weeks?
There already was, by the way.
Yeah, there is. Absolutely.
There already is, and it's going to spike. There's no question. Yeah, no, I saw that.
And the NFL is dealing with it. Ben Roethlisberger is in isolation. He hasn't tested positive, but he came in close contact with someone who has. And, of course, we all know this. There's too much money, and that TV contract is too lucrative for the NFL to even think about letting COVID derail this season.
That train will roll on, Jeff Young.
And so the best thing the Seahawks can do is stick to the game plan, stay disciplined, and mind your manners and wear that damn mask, because the healthiest team is going to be the one standing at the end of this season.
That's right. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay away from lemon pepper chicken wings. All that. All that, right?
Absolutely. Hey, so we've got a couple funny plays, man. Boneheaded play of the actually there's a couple of boneheaded plays. The first one, the Steelers tried to kick an onside kick to get back in this thing, and look, you had one job, son. You had one job. What are these? They're just these kickers are trying to be what, Renaissance men? They're trying to be ballet dancers. I don't get it.
That's right.
Oh my God! And then love this Travis Kelce, man. Little pass interference in the end zone that wasn't called, and he was so mad, man. He pulled out something off his uniform that he figured he'd use as a flag, and he threw it at the ref, right at the ref. And the ref's like, "Oh no, you didn't," and threw a flag on him. So I thought that was pretty humorous. And then the boneheaded call of the week. I love this. The referee called a personal foul call, and then you look at the replay, and the guy never even touched.
Was that the play with Deshaun Watson from the Texans?
Yeah, there goes Deshaun Watson, and here comes this guy headhunting, except he's not a very good hunter because he didn't even touch him and still got the penalty. So I don't know, man. They might
whoa. They called the penalty, what, helmet-to-helmet contact?
Yeah, leading with the head, and he never even touched him. And it wasn't like he flopped, he just missed, and the referees missed. And I think there ought to be some kind of maybe each team gets one special exemption replay on a
man, you know what they need to do? They need to take a page from the XFL, okay, which we both know will not start this spring, but starts in the spring of 2022. The Rock and his ex-wife's investment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay? You know what they did with instant replay? Went right to the booth. They showed it on TV so us fans at home could watch what happened, and they made that decision quick, fast, and in a hurry, Jeff Young.
Right.
Those calls came back quicker than that OJ verdict. I'm telling you. Bam! Done. Back on the field.
Yeah, they need to figure that. I don't know why it takes them so damn long, man.
Come on, man. Just like these onside kicks. How come they can't figure that out, Jeff Young? What's up with that cold bowl of chili they keep serving?
Cold. Oh, it is cold, isn't it?
The whole auspices that somehow the football is this piece of porcelain or something. You know what I'm saying? This fine piece of china. None of us can touch it.
I know. It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Hey, so enough of the Seahawks. We got nothing but good things ahead of us going forward in this season. We're 6-2, but let's give the shout outs to another one of our Seattle sports teams, the Mariners, and our own Kyle Lewis, the unanimous choice for American League Rookie of the Year.
Did I call it?
You called it. You sure did.
He's special, man.
Does it
I don't know if he's Griffey.
And the glove.
Bat and glove, okay? I don't know if he's Griffey. We had Mike Cameron. We've had different people play that outfield and roam that outfield, but it's been a long time since we've seen somebody who can roam the outfield and scale that outfield wall and is adept with his bat. We got 2 gold glove players on the infield.
Yeah.
We got 3 big stud bats down in Tacoma on their way up. We drafted a bunch of pitchers. Farm prospects look great.
I think, yeah.
I'm excited, man. You know me. I'm true to the blue, though
Right.
at times I'm tempted to boo. You know what I'm saying? They
I
give me
do,
that.
but you know what? There is reason for optimism. Like you said, this team alone this year, 2 Golden Gloves and a Rookie of the Year, that's got to make Mariner fans feel pretty good.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I think we're all chomping at the bit to see that brand new $30 million renovation that they gave the T-Mobile ballpark that nobody's actually been able to see because the fans have mostly been at home watching.
Right.
And if you're lucky, you got to see your cardboard likeness on the TV, you know. So, Jeff Young, so 2020. I hate to use that cliche, but as you know, so much of what has come down the pike has just been this year, man. Come on.
It's been crazy. It's been the year of cardboard cutouts and just improbable things happening. And
it's been the year of COVID, cardboard cutouts, and consistent cold bowls of chili served to us. All right. But we're good.
We are good. We're going to keep eating that chili, whether it's hot or cold, because, man, this is lockdown sports, and that's what we do.
That's what we do, Jeff Young.
That's what
Let's talk next week, my friend.
Take care,
We'll be texting each other during the game.
Oh, yeah, we will.
We should read our text at some points on Lockdown Sports because we go back and forth during the games, and it's the 5 degrees or 6 degrees of anxiety and emotion and everything that goes with a loss, man. I mean, we go through anxiety and denial, all of those things, man. It's the 7 stages. That's right. It's the 7 stages of grief that one goes through. And then, you know, as you process the game and you dissect the game, and like you said, man, other teams that have played stinkers got blown out. We played a stinker and got beat by 10 points. A stinker of a game.
Yeah.
We had a touchdown and a field goal.
We were right there. So, yeah, we'll go through the 7 stages of grief on this one. And after acceptance, it's come on, man.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Continues.